You got mail.
Hey, welcome back. My name is Jackie. If you're new here in this channel, we explore all things 3D printing and my journey into it. So if you're a beginner trying to learn and follow along with this journey, or a veteran who just wants to look out for the little guy, this is the right place for you. Today, we're gonna take a look at filament that I recently bought from Hong Kong. Basically, what I realized was it's way cheaper to buy 3D filament in China than in the States. And the second thing is I kind of wanted to try different types of filament for different projects that I have in mind. So today we'll just be going through the filament that I bought, different types of filament if you're a beginner, and why I decided to buy one or the other, and things that I might have not bought that might interest you. And we'll go from there. So to speak a little bit about PLA, if you go online and ask anyone about what I should buy as a first filament, everyone will suggest PLA because it's easy to use, it's biodegradable, or supposed to be, and it's just great for beginners who are looking for decorative prints. Prototyping, the one thing that people usually say about it is it's not that strong, so it's pretty brittle. In my experience, if it's stringy, for example, if you're trying to print a corner and it's super stringy, it is brittle in that sense. But if it's things that are stuck together in like a basket or like a container, things like that are usually pretty good if you're using PLA. And people tend to say it's low heat resistance, and this is super true. I did print a sponge holder for the kitchen. If things are harder to wash, I'll soak it in warm or hot water. If I try to wash the sponge holder with hot or warm water, I can see like the thinner parts start to, deform or melt. So it's definitely not heat resistant if you are constantly exposing it to heat. So that's the problems with PLA, but overall, as a beginner-friendly filament, it's definitely the one I'd go to. I bought Elegoo white PLA, pretty standard. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna open this up just to check. The ones I got in America were like this too, so it just comes in like a plastic spool. This is 1 kg. They also sell them in like 500 grams. I usually just buy the kg because I use pretty much a lot of it. So let's check this one. This is a black PLA. And in terms of pricing, these are way cheaper than in the States. I'm gonna review them at the end. I just wanna go through all these first, and then I'll let you know how much these all cost and why I decided to buy everything in Hong Kong and did not stock up as I needed in the States. I'd rather just buy more here. You'll understand why once I tell you how much these things cost here. It's gonna blow your mind. So this is Elegoo black PLA, another 1 kg. Looks pretty good. It comes vacuum sealed. I think it's just to make sure the filament is dry. I heard a lot of people usually will get like a bucket to store their PLA. But typically what I do is I just put it in a plastic bag, keep the silica gel bag in it, and then hope things are fine in it. When buying filaments, I tend to stick to reputable brands, or at least like what people have reviewed a lot of. eSun is good, Elegoo's fine. Every single one that has like reputation behind them is probably gonna be fine. I wouldn't buy it from something that no one has touched or there's like no reviews on it, just to make sure it actually is printable for your printer, and also it doesn't have a lot of problems. Those are standard PLAs that I bought. And I bought a few other PLAs that you might have encountered or you might not have. When you go to a company, they have like different types of PLAs usually, like PLA Plus, PLA Pro. Basically what it is they've added plastic or ingredient in it to make it maybe more durable if it's PLA Plus or PLA Pro. Maybe it makes it print a little easier. I feel like it's unregulated because when you ask people what they are or what they've added, no one really knows. The reason why I had bought different ones was because they ran out of those colors in PLA. So for example, this is a really nice red. So it says Elegoo Rapid PLA Plus. What it means on their website, it says it prints faster. Does it really? I have no clue. So here's the last PLA that I decided to buy. Elegoo has like a PLA Plus that's wood colored. It looks kind of woody. It is kind of like the same color as this cardboard, which is really interesting. I've heard there's some difficulties with it, but I do think this would come in pretty handy in terms of making something look a little more organic. This is like more of a specialty type of PLA. I know there's many different ones, for example, like carbon fiber, nylon, things like that are more specialty. These definitely costed more. I think this costed more than just regular PLA or PLA Plus colors. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this will go. And if anyone has any tips on how we can print with this color, I guess, let me know. Here's where we get into the more interesting things that I wanted to print about. So with some of the outdoor prints that I already made, A lot of people commented that I'd probably be better off printing with materials like PETG, which are more durable, more stable for the outside use. And this was my time to try it and buy some. Oh, it comes in a metal spool. I didn't even realize that. That's interesting. So this is what I bought. It's just gray. I wanted a more neutral color just to test how it would work on different types of prints, you know, so gray is a great color. I was either just gonna buy white, black, or gray just because its application is more endless. I also bought one more roll of PETG, transparent PETG from Bamboo. Now, when you buy stuff from Bamboo Labs, they actually have an RFID. When you add it into, say, your AMS Lite, or AMS, it should identify what it is immediately. I think that's how it works. I'm not really sure. People have said that with printing PETG, there's a lot of toxic fumes involved. So make sure that if you're printing PETG, that you are doing it in a safe environment that has some sort of exhaust. There's ventilation in the room. Last thing I bought was TPU. So for those of you who don't know what TPU is, it's more of a rubberized, soft filament. When I was looking out for designs on Bamboo Handy and Bamboo Studio, some people suggested that if you were to do things that needed something more soft or something that is more rubberized, like silicone feeling, you could try to use TPU, but TPU in the States is really expensive. It was cheaper here. It's still more expensive than PLA, but it was cheaper. This is completely case shut, so I'm gonna try to open this. I'm not going to open it because this is vacuum packed, but looks really well packed at least. So really excited to use this as well, kind of like prototyping, seeing what I can do with it. A few filaments that I wanted to mention as well that I didn't buy. ABS. So ABS is supposed to be tougher than PLA and also even more heat resistant. If you want tough, you go ABS, but if you want to use it for outside, like weather resistant and strong, you go for PETG. Silk PLA is something that I thought was really interesting. It creates a really shiny pop. Glow in the dark PLA, polycarbonate. If you're interested in a breakdown of different types of filaments, I'd love to be able to do it. I actually thought that creating a cheat sheet that looked really cute with illustrations and graphics would be really cool, because right now all the cheat sheets are like a chart, but that's down the line. If you're interested in it, let me know. I totally forgot to talk about pricing. In Hong Kong's really close to China, and basically when we buy online, there's a site called Taobao. Taobao is kind of like Amazon, essentially. This was the order that I put down. I bought 5 different rolls, right? All together, it's 286.05 yuan. That's $39, $40. If we go back to Amazon, it was $15 to $16 a roll. 3 rolls would have been $48, which is already more expensive than what I paid for 5 rolls. That's why I bought everything here, because I bought 5 rolls for basically the price of like 2.5 rolls. Since I'm not gonna be back here for a long time, I figured I might as well just stock up if I have the luggage space to bring it back. Same with Bamboo. If I searched for Bamboo, TPU for AMS white is $39 on their website. I bought it for $25. So altogether, basically I spent $75 on filament for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls of filament. So that's why I just decided to buy everything here. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you next time. Bye.